Shopper papers, very popular. Is it the right media for me depending on the product or service I'm selling? Well, if we think about my example of my customer with the high-end demographics, is he using the shopper paper? Absolutely not. They've got some really slick catalogs, they've got a website that's drop-dead gorgeous, and they've got high-end retailers that provide the horsepower they need to get the product out to the marketplace. Shopper paper is not their active role to get the message out there. But it might be right for you. And sometimes, if you think about these two things, newspaper and shopper paper, you can do some really creative stuff, and I encourage people sometimes to use the classified section to promote your business. And to do some disruptive advertising by throwing your ad into an area where people wouldn't even think about looking for it. If you provide house cleaning services, maybe you put it under pets, because after you've got that new puppy at home who's just messed up things, maybe somebody needs to come in and clean, and you can put that into your message. And people say, wow, I hadn't even thought about that. There's an idea. The internet certainly can be a resource and should be a resource. If you're launching a business, more and more people are going to the web to look for companies as solutions. The internet is far more popular than this thing called Yellow Pages. Fewer and fewer people are using Yellow Page as a reference guide. They're going to the internet and doing their searches and looking for companies, even if it's local. You've got to consider that if you've got a business in the area. The internet, if we've got a web presence, that's our tool. I can drive people to my website. I want them to go to the website because at the website they can learn more about my business, the hours of operation, where I'm located, the products and services that I provide, the advantages that I have, testimonials from previous customers, great information. Drive them to the website. Use them there. Radio, television. Radio's been around forever. What do I want to advertise on? Think again about the demographics and psychographics of your customer. Should I be on talk radio? Should I be on some type of music venue that reflects the age demographics or psychographics of my customer? I need to be thinking about that when I'm placing my advertising out there on the radio. Television. Which one? Am I going to be using broadcast media through the local TV channels in Madison or Rockford or wherever? Or should I be using cable? Well, I've got options. Well, if I use cable, then I'm missing the audience that has an antenna on top of their house. If I'm just doing broadcast, I might be missing some of the opportunities to focus on some of the cable channels, which can really laser in on some of those demographics or psychographics of who my customer is. So I have to weigh those things in balance. Billboards. Oftentimes a neglected tool. It can be great as a resource to get your message out there. Keep in mind, if you're using billboards, it's all about location, location, location. Where do I want to be? Well, keep in mind, if you want to know that, if you go out to the state of Wisconsin's website, wisconsin.gov, and when you're on the home page for the state of Wisconsin, up at the top, they've got some drop-downs, and one of them gets you to agencies within the state of Wisconsin, agencies and departments. You want to go to the Department of Transportation. When you get to the DOT's homepage, Department of Transportation, you've got a little search window on there, and just type in traffic counts. If you type in traffic counts on their homepage, it's going to take you to the page that gets you to selecting where you want the traffic counts. If you want those traffic counts for the Beloit area, the Janesville area, whatever it might be, Rock County, I can ask that, and it'll bring it up on the screen, and I can see the average daily number of vehicles at varying intersections and locations along streets, cities, highways. And that can help me determine where I want to place that billboard, if there's a billboard in that proximity. So think about that as you think about billboards. Also, if you're putting up a billboard, the message has to be compressed. because depending on the speed, people may have 3 to 5 seconds to grab the message that you've got there and react to it. So you don't have a lot of time to be very descriptive. I may want to just have a picture of a product or a service that we provide, and I've got the name of our company, and maybe I drive them to our website, or give them something that they can grab and remember, but it's got to be a very short message. Rolling signage, one of the newest trends that's out there right now, where they actually have the signs on the side of trucks, the back of trucks, and then they drive the truck through metropolitan areas, and you pay them for X number of hours of them driving around in circles in downtown Milwaukee or Madison, advertising your product or service. Wow, isn't that cool? Direct mail. We oftentimes hate it, but you know, we love it at the same time. It works when it's the right time. And with advertising and promotion, it's always a timing issue. The customer never needs you until they need you. So, when's the right time to advertise? When the customer needs you. When is that? I don't know. But that's why you have to keep the message out there frequently, keep reinforcing it, and drive that message home so that when they do need you, they think about you or your message is right in front of them. But direct mail can be a very effective tool, and again, can be very targeted depending on my product or service. I can target by zip code, I can target by certain neighborhoods, I can target by communities, I can target by county. So it can be useful depending again on the nature of my business. Press releases are a great tool because press releases cost you exactly that. Zero. Nothing. Nada. Zip. If you can have an event at your place of business, or you can have something that's maybe a new product that you're bringing out or a new service that you're offering, frequently the local media, especially the newspapers, will like to pick up those stories, human interest stuff like that, and you get free press as a result of that. It builds awareness of your business. It positions you as a good corporate citizen, as an innovator, as a true entrepreneur, and oftentimes differentiates you from that competition that's out there.